Alright, in this question we want to solve the linear programming problem. We wish to maximize f is equal to 5x plus 11y, subject to 5x plus 2y is greater than or equal to 54, 2x plus 4y is less than or equal to 60, x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, and we're asked to solve it graphically. So we will start by graphing our feasible region. We are in just the first quadrant because x has to be greater than 0 and y has to be greater than 0. And we start by graphing the intersection points. If in the first equation, if x is equal to 0, y would equal 54 divided by 2. That makes 27. So 27, we'll count by tens. 27 would be roughly in this area here, 0, 27, and then if x is equal to 0, if y is equal to 0, x would equal 54 divided by 5. 54 divided by 5 is 10.8, so a little bit past 10 down here. We'll connect those two with a line. Alright, and our next equation, we've got our next inequality, we've got, and if we try 0, 0 in that first equation, I'll get 0 is greater than 54. That is not true. So my solution region is the area that's beyond, past that line to the right and above that line. Alright, second equation, if x is 0, y is going to equal 15. And if y is 0, 2x equals 60, so x would equal 30. So it's going to have a y-intercept of 0, 15, and an x-intercept of 30, 0. I want to connect those two lines. And 0, 0, if I try 0, 0, that makes it true. So I want the inside, the downward, the lower part of that solution. So my solution region will be this triangle down here in the corner. My corner points, my corner points are going to be 10.8, that was 10.8 and 0. And 30, 0, and then I've got one other corner point where the two lines intersect. It looks to be a little bit more than 10 on the y-axis, a little bit less than 10 on the x-axis. We could maybe take some guesses, but let me just go over here and solve it really quick. 5x plus 2y equals 54, and 2x plus 4y equals 60. Let's take the top equation and multiply it by -2. And I'll get minus 10x minus 4y equals -108. If I add the two equations together, I'll get a minus 8x equals 60 minus 108, or 60 plus -108 is -48. And if we divide both sides by -8, we'll get x equals 6. So the x-coordinate for this point is 6. And the y-coordinate would be, let's go into 2x plus 4y equals 60. If I plug in the 6, I'm going to have 12 plus 4y equals 60. So 4y is equal to 48, and y equals 12. So 612 is my other point. Alright, and then I'm trying to maximize f, and f is 5x plus 11y. So if I plug in 10.8 in for x and 0 in for y, I'll get 54. And if I plug in 30 for x and 0 for y, my f value would be 150. And if I do 6 for x and 12 for y, so 5 times 6 plus 11 times 12, I end up with 162, and edging us out slightly to get the maximum value is 162. When x equals 6 and y equals 12 would be our final solution.